G'day folks, welcome to an OCC Queensland weather app. Today, the 27th of the 12th, 2022. My name's Chris Nitzo. This update brought to you by our major sponsor, TownsvilleSheds.com. Check them out if you're in the market for a shed-safe accredited shed. We've got heavy rainfall in the Gulf of Carpentaria. Some of that is extending down into the Gulf country and northwest Queensland, feeding into the eastern side of ex-tropical cyclone Ellie, which is still slow moving between Tennant Creek and Alice Springs. The expectation over the next 24 hours is that that system will begin adopting a west-northwest track, and I can probably just in the last couple of frames just start to see it drifting towards the west-northwest. It will accelerate towards the west-northwest over the next 24 to 48 hours. Isolated scattered showers around the eastern seaboard, lots of cloud cover with very light patchy rain through the northern interior, and lots of scattered shower activity across northeast Queensland. Some heavy falls there in the past 24 hours, particularly around that Innisfail, Tully, Cardwell area. Thanks to Meteorologics, if we look at the multi-model consensus about where storms are likely to form, we can see that through 1pm, most likely around northwestern parts of Queensland, potentially up around the Cape and through close to the Torres Strait Islands. As we go into 4pm, mid-afternoon, you can see great storm risk around that northwestern part of the state and through much of inland parts of Cape York Peninsula. As we go into 7pm, we can see that storm risk greatest around the Cape York Peninsula region and even into 10pm. Notice that overnight tonight, we increase our storm risk on the coastal waters to the north and east of Queensland, around the Torres Strait Islands and off the northeastern parts of Cape York Peninsula. So that's our storm risk, and then as we go into tomorrow morning, we can see storm risk increasing across the Gulf country, very high storm risk across the Torres Strait. We're going to start to see the monsoon creeping into Queensland as we progress through tomorrow, and then raging into Queensland as we go through the rest of the week. Into only the far northern parts of Queensland though, so not extending southwards. Outside of that obvious interest area with the monsoon developing, we're also going to see some heavy showers on the northeast tropical coastline. You can see there a little peak in intensity of that rainfall around the Daintree coast and around the Kasserine coast of northeast Queensland. The rest of it, a lot of junk activity, lots of junk meaning weak sort of shower activity coming onto the coast, weak isolated convective activity inland, a little bit of light patchy rain. That's the sort of junk I'm talking about across the inland parts. We're not going to go into detail about any of that. In terms of winds across the state, southeasterlies are dominating southeast, central east and northeast Queensland today. We've got a monsoon trough that's going to be developing over the next couple of days right up in the tip of the Cape. And we've got a northwesterly monsoonal flow that's going to be kicking in through the Cape. So you can see southeasterlies on the eastern side, northwesterlies on the western and northern side, and they're going to develop a monsoon trough just in there right around Cape York Peninsula and extending down into the Gulf, linking up with ex-tropical cyclone Ellie. That monsoon trough will strengthen over the course of the week. We will start to see potential for multiple circulation centres. Any circulation centres in the Coral Sea expected to drift away to the southeast. Any circulations in the Gulf of Carpentaria, we're not really sure where they're going to go. So you'll need to keep an eye on our daily updates. Or you can check out our subscription service at join.ozcyclonechasers.com.au, where we outline the possibilities and probabilities in a great level of detail. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching this video. We'll have another chat in the morning.